Hi guys, this is Dee, and yes, I'm back again. So for this is my next topic for my new series, New Life, New Me. My next topic is trust. You know, I don't really trust people, and I can admit that. I mean, I'm not flim flammy. I'm not a flimsy, flaky person. I am very, 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 very stable. But I have learned in the worst possible way that as long as you have money or something that someone wants, they are always around you. But the moment either your money dries up, you get sick and you can't work and therefore you're not making the money you used to make or whatever, the moment something happens to change the dynamics where you're not as wealthy as you once was, that's when you start to see people's real colors and it makes it hard for you to trust folks. Same thing with relationships. Once you start seeing a person doing all kinds of weird, wonky stuff that doesn't make any sense, you start looking at them a little, through thin eyes. You start looking at them through thin eyes. Wait a minute, what's going on? Let me refocus and see what's going on with you. Because you're not looking right now. Something about you just don't look right. You lose your ability to trust people. And I know over the past 3 years, my ability to trust people has been severely tested. I've always been the type of person who really just don't really trust people in the first place. And I really am, it's hard for me to place a lot of faith in people because even on YouTube, honey, these are some of the cattiest, silliest folks I've ever seen in my life. And I say that with every word of what I'm saying. Some people don't want to talk to you. Like you go to their rooms, you say hi. They don't want to speak. Some of these people, if they can't control you or they feel like you stepping on their toes, they get out of whack, out of line with you. First of all, really? Are we really this silly in this day and age of 2019, finna be 2020? With all of the issues going on in the world, we really so catty and silly that we want to act crazy with folks on YouTube? Really? I just had to get that out there. But, you know, after going through a divorce and dealing with some just real weird, silly, silly crap, after dealing with, some pretty major health issues, um, finding myself in the hospital on 3 different occasions when I could have been up out of here. I mean, gone. Like, no more. The last time, I'll never forget the last time I was sitting in the hospital, I sat there in that bed and something just crossed my mind. And I said, you know what? No, I am not fixing to sit here and let my life just run away, worried about what people will and won't do that's right or wrong. I'm just not gonna do this. I'm not. I have a whole life and I'm gonna live it. I am not gonna waste time on other people and their foolishness. I can openly admit it. I don't trust the majority of people that I come in contact with because men are not strong and stable as they used to be. Women are not open and honest like they used to be. And that's not saying it's everybody, but there are a lot of people out there who are very flim flammy, shim shammy. They are very shisty and they act like they don't know how to treat people. And because people are like that, it affects my ability to trust folks. I don't trust people. I have a hard time trusting people. I certainly have a hard time trusting people where relationships are concerned because I'm very old fashioned and old school and I try to do things in an old fashioned, old school manner. But in this new day and time when everybody is so selfish and self centered, it's hard to give a lot of love, give a lot of support. I'm always the cheerleader. You can do whatever you want to do. You can accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish. That's always been me. I've always been the cheerleader. I'm always the one who is trying to help someone bring out the very best in them. And it gets it gets old and tiring when you are always giving 110% of yourself to someone and they only give you 50, 60, 75% of themselves. Really? Really? Is that what we doing now? Is that what's going on in 2019? Nobody wants to give 100%. That make me just want to be all by my sweet little self. I said, Lord Jesus, please. Because, honey, mm, I'm weird about mine. I'm just really weird. I mean, I'm one of those type people. If you can't love me when I'm 10,000 pounds, if you can't be there for me when I'm going through hell in a handbasket, if you can't be there for me when my back feel like it's about to break off, if you can't be there for me when I ain't got no car, if you can't be there for me when I'm almost homeless, if you can't be there for me through my good, my bad, my ups and my downs, I don't need you. For what? For what? I can do bad all by myself. I don't need you, honey boo boo, kitty poo poo. I just don't. Because I really can do bad all by myself. I was in someone's life and he was talking about trust. And I get where he was coming from. I didn't respond about it, but I got where he was coming from because you should be able to trust people. The reality though is that most people are not trustworthy. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Now that people don't understand, there's a difference between giving someone the benefit of the doubt. That's giving them a chance. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to put all your trust in that person. You can still be skeptical and you can still be cautious because the reality is you can trust the wrong person and lose your life. So it helps to be cautious. It helps to be skeptical. After raising children on my own, the only way we were very, very successful and we survived is because I didn't trust nobody. And that's just the truth. I didn't put all my trust in people. I didn't assume anything, but I took into consideration the fact that people are subject to make horrible choices. And I let people know up front, look, I go to jail for my kids, so don't even try it. Ain't no sense in me lying to you. I go to jail for my kids. Don't mess with my kids. If you want to mess with my kids, be prepared to die because I'm prepared to go to jail. That's what I would tell people. And if anybody think that's wrong of me, that's fine. But when you got all these children out here that's been molested and touched and everything else because their parents didn't lay down the ground rules, I'm not that one. I've never been that one. I made it a point in my life to create a place where my kids could live and coexist with peace. They could come home and not worry about nobody maltreating them because guess what? This one will do it. This one will do it to you where my children are concerned. I put up with more mess where I'm concerned than I will where my kids are concerned simply because children can't defend themselves. It's not like they can say, Mama, I'm tired of living with you and just leave and go live on their own. They got to rely on an adult. So, yeah, I go to jail for my kids. I mean, I know that sounds terrible to tell somebody straight up in a relationship, the beginning of a relationship, look, I'm sorry. I know you might take this the wrong way, but I got to put it out there. I will go to jail for my children. My kids are my kids. I gave birth to them. They are children. They can't fend for themselves out there in this brutal, mean, ugly, disgusting world. So it's up to me to make sure that they are safe. And I'm not going for nobody touching or doing anything inappropriate with my kids. If that should happen, just know you won't be alive. You will not be breathing. I know that's pretty brutal, but it's honest. And one thing I will say, if I'm nothing else, I'm 100% honest. I don't play no games with nobody. I don't bite my tongue. I don't do none of that. I'm going to come to you with honesty all day, 24/7. But yeah, this it's hard to trust people in this world. It's hard to trust people because people don't look at you and consider you. They don't look at the fact that you make sacrifices for them. You try to show them love, dignity, respect. You try to lift them up. You try to be there for them when ain't nobody else studying they bald headed, silly behind. And there ain't nothing against bald headed men because I like me some bald headed men. I like men with long hair. I love diversity, so I love men's. I like men's. I don't care. I don't care if you got long hair, short hair, bald headed, or whatever. But the point that I'm trying to make is it's hard to trust people. It's hard to trust people because people in this world are untrustworthy. And that's not saying everybody is like that, but a lot of people are like that today. You can't put your whole trust in people because if you put your whole trust, you are going to be let down. And I don't feel like being let down. Well, that's all I got to say on that issue. I'm not just gonna go in and go deep. I'm just gonna skim around the surface today and gonna go in and go deep. All right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Dee with Indie Creative, um, with Indie Creative Arts Media TV, also iCam TV. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and also leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Dee with Indie Creative Media TV. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and remember, keep your eyes open and your ears sharp. See you later, guys. Bye.